third base. And Dyson Lord will be out in right field. And this team is really well. Billy Evans is going to be pitching later on right now, but they have the aces on both sides. It's going to be 11 versus 11, as Daughtry is going to be facing Blevins. And this is going to be one of those situations where you didn't know if they're going to play outright because you got to win this game to go to the next one, or they're going to save their best players for the next game. But obviously both sides are going to go for it, as Billy Blevins has made a big impact while hitting and pitching. In fact, he struck out the last 10 batters over 7 innings in the last game, while giving up just 2 earned runs over 7 hits. We are underway already, so let's get started with the first batter up, and that is me, Kevin Garcia, and that is the catcher. So no, I've got 11 on here. Oh, wait, maybe, you know what, both sides have the same colors or similar colors. I want to double check, make sure, but that does look like it is, because it came from Cardinals' side. So I've got 11. That is Billy Blevins. All right, so he will be batting first. He is a batter as well as a pitcher. So here we go, underway. And as we do so, that first ball is called a ball.
Bit on the outside to the right side of the catcher there on that one.
Yes, indeed, that one is definitely outside.
Another one.
Now, Billy, like we said, he does know how to hit, and he is a good batter. So it's not often that you see a batter and a pitcher perform.
And another ball onto the outside right, making it 3 balls, 0 strikes.
And he's looking pretty well so far as he continues to hold for that right pitch. That one is called a strike.
That one was right down the middle on that one. I think Billy was expecting that to go outside right again.
Yeah, exactly. And Billy actually was starting to advance to first when he was told that it was called a strike. And that one will be the ball 4, I mean, and that will advance him to first. Now Kevin Garcia is going to be coming up to bat. He is the catcher. So you already got the catcher, the pitcher first, then the catcher next in this at-bat, first at-bat, top of the first for the Eunice Cardinals and the Tularosa Wildcats. And that one is just outside. Now, actually, it did cut inside for a strike for Kevin.
They were looking to get a wide lead over there on first.
Yeah, they were going to see if they could cut him off. This time, though, it does go to first. And it looks like it was, actually they threw it out of the outfield. But it is an out number 1 for Garcia, as that was corralled by Randall for the Tularosa Wildcats. So already 1 on second, but 1 out for the Eunice Cardinals. Top of the first. Once again, 0-0 is your score as we're here live in Albuquerque under these slightly windy and cool conditions. Coming up next is going to be Braylon Jeter, as he is ready for the pitch.
Billy taking another wide lead over there at second. Pitcher looking back as he gets the pitch off.
And I wouldn't be surprised if both sides are going to be a little aggressive on their play. Both sides know that they're very good at both hitting and pitching as well. So the count is 1-0. This one is delivered low and considered another ball. 2-0 is your count for Braylon Jeter. He continues looking back to Blevins, whereas Blevins wants to help his own cause and get the win for this one. That one is low, and we're looking at 3-0 on the count.
So far, a majority of the pitches coming from the Tularosa side have all been on the right side low. A good majority of them have, with exceptions to the strikes.
Right.
They got that one right there. That was right down the middle.
I don't know why he didn't swing or anything. Just watched it go by. But yeah, it's Daughtry who is pitching right now, and he has a pretty good record. He is a junior, by the way, so he'll be back next year probably.
So 1 strike, 3 balls.
Exactly.
That one's going to be fouled away.
And we're looking at a full count, 1 out and 1 on second base. Runner in scoring position for Eunice And he is looking to advance at least to third, if not to home, of course. As we get another one from Daughtry.
2 strikes, 3 balls.
Another one fouled just to the right, going to the back, and there's no parking lot around here. Don't have to worry about that. But there are other games, so
heads up.
Yeah. And there are people walking around, so definitely we'll make sure you're aware of any stray balls. As it goes 3-2 still, no count change. Daughtry looking back at Blevins again, going to go ahead and deliver, and this one's going to be another foul, same one, 3 in a row, same area. So he needs to line it up a little faster. Just a little off the mark is Jeter. Understand that feeling.
Levin's taking another wide lead.
That is ball 4. So that will be a walk that will put one on second, one on first. That is Jeter at first, and Blevins at second with one out. And coming up next is Cavillo. Jose Cavillo. He is playing first base. Already hitting that one, delivering it over to the left. Pop fly up, but it is going to be out of bounds in the playground area. Could have been a possible home run if it would have been fair, but it's we're going to go for ifs and buts on this one. So 0-1 is the count right now. Once again, this is Cardinals baseball versus Tularosa. Number 3 Tularosa versus number 6. That was just low for a ball call. 1-1 is the count. That's going to be Cavillo.
Both runners taking a good wide lead. Pitcher looking back before he gets the pitch off.
Dribble over to looked like it was me second, but first ended up getting it, and no play on it. So loaded bases right now for the Cardinals.
The first baseman made the catch on that one in between first and second, but he had no one to throw back to first base to. He just kind of hesitated there and didn't know where to throw it. So now we ended up with a bases loaded situation.
Now he was smart enough to know that he should throw to third, but unfortunately nobody was there to be able to get that. So again, smart because otherwise it would have scored maybe 1 or 2. But instead, though, it does load up the bases, and it is with 1 out. Here's delivery from Daughtry, and it does go back towards the backstop for a foul. And already, even though the weather is cold, the bats are pretty hot for Eunice, as they have only 1 out so far. And even that was on a fielder's choice.
So that was high on that one.
Yeah.
High into the inside. He kind of had to duck to avoid that one.
Definitely did, but it is the count of 1-1 right now. As Daughtry delivers. Oh, that looks a little high, but it just clips the top for a strike call. 1-2 is the count right now. As any hit will at least get 1 and 1 RBI, and that is for Tyson Coy. Tyson delivers it, pops it up high. It could be catchable. Looks like it might. No, it just goes out. Hits the dugout over the Eunice side. And that is going to not change anything. So 1-2 is still the count. Once again, these bats are hitting late, but at least they're protecting the plate. That's what they have to do against a pitcher like Daughtry, who is, like I said, very, very good. One of the best ones of the team for Tularosa. He has a 3.31 ERA and has 40 strikeouts. This one is going to go into the shortstop, who is going to rally it over to high, over to the first. Already 1 score, 2 score, and that will advance the runners to second and third as that one goes over the head of, that was Randall. But the shortstop over there, that was Paz, who tried to get it over to first, rallied over to at least get 1 out, but instead caused an error and gave up 2 runs in the process. And Eunice already up 2-0 so far early in this first with 1 out. That was Blevins and Garcia scored on that run. So once again, we're going to go back to the action. That is a right down the middle for a strike. That is 2, Luis Gomez.
That one looked like it was slightly on the outside, but he still took a swing at it for a strike on that one.
Yeah, I can hear the hit mitt from up here. Swung, though, pretty hard. Just could not make any contact on it right now. Gomez is down 0-2. Needs to protect the plate, as the other batters have so far for Eunice. Still has 2 on, though. Scoring position, second and third. Eunice could add on to their lead right now. Throw back to third, not in time. It is safe. And that is going to be for Tavilla. Who is looking to advance and get home for another score. Swing and a miss, and that is going to be strikeout number one for Daughtry, as he rings that one up and gets the second out for Eunice. But fear not, because coming up next is going to be Zamora, who is a sophomore. He's going to see if he can get something going at his bat, as he is playing second base today. Long look as he's checking the bases. Fake throw to third, keeps the runner at bay. That was a ball call. As we have some good action going on so far early in this game. I wasn't certain exactly how it would go, but so far it's going Eunice's way. That is just outside for a ball.
Low wind to the right.
Yeah, you wonder if the wind is going to affect this, especially the cold. You know, it's not. The ball won't carry as well with this cold.
Very true. A lot of people don't think about that. And there's a pop foul.
Although that did carry, but it carried the wrong way. It went backwards instead of forward. So that will be a strike call. 2-1 is the count. And that's going to take a lot of effort. There's no flags or anything to let us indicate where the wind's going, but I think it's crosswind, and that's not going to help anybody. That is going to be a ball call. So 3-1. Some of the crowd out here giving their opinion on what that call seemed to be to them. They thought maybe it was a strike, which that'd be the Tularosa crowd. And they are closer than Eunice as far as distance. Here we go, another delivery.
Right in the middle on that one.
For a strike call. Once again, Eunice just not ready for those, at least not swinging at them anyway. And goes to a full count, 3-2. And Daughtry delivering another one. This one's going to go up to the right. Could be just deep enough, though it is not, and it is caught. And that is out number 3, as it is a pop fly over 2. That would have been Salazar. So after one inning, we've got a couple of hits. We got 2 runs, and we'll have 2 on base for Eunice. As we go to the bottom of the first, we're here on Cool 95.7, back in just 30 seconds.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Live in Albuquerque at the Jennifer Reardon complex, and Eunice is up on top already, 2-0. We're going to the bottom of the first, and Tularosa Wildcats, number 3 team versus number 6 Eunice, will be batting. First up is going to be Esquero. He is the left fielder for the Wildcats, and Wildcats have some great numbers. That's why they're number 3. in the rankings. Of course, the winner of this game could face Loving or Rabojo, Christian College, I believe, or not college, but Academy. And that will be played later on today. So we won't know who the winner is until much later in the afternoon. Right now, Eunice is on top 2-0, as we are on Cool 95.7, the app as well, along with Eunice Cardinals on YouTube. And, of course, you can also catch us on HobbsAmerica.com.
And despite the cool weather, we got a pretty good crowd out here at the ballpark from both sides, both Eunice and Tularosa. It's good that they made the drive out here, support their team for the state tournament.
Mm-hmm. And the first batter is a sophomore. That is one of those good eye calls, and just goes outside for a ball. Billy Blevins is up on the mound right now. He has a great record for the Cardinals. Again, trying to see if he'll chase, and Blevins just outside for ball number 2. So many things we can talk about during the pitching, or for the pitching. 3.68 is what he has for an ERA. That one does sneak in for a strike. So the count is now 2-1. Once again, the bottom of the first batter for Tularosa. That was also going to be inside. That is a nice one right there. Don't know why he didn't take a cut at that. 2-2 is the count now, as that was a strike down the middle. Well, he's getting
these pitches in pretty quick, not really taking his time.
One of the trademarks. And that one is going to go just foul. One of those situations where I think he swung it just a little later than he wanted to. Didn't think it was going to be a strike. Unsure if it actually would have been or not, but nevertheless, 2-2 is still the count. And yeah, we have action going all around us.
And strikes him out.
All right, now first strikeout already for Eunice, as he gets that one going for Billy Blevins. Like I said, last game against Capitan, he had 10 strikeouts to better his record. Already has one in the game already for Billy Blevins. He's 3-2, and he's got 35 strikeouts. And that one is called a ball. So he started off slow last time. Let's see if he gets a little hotter this time.
And a bunt.
Yep. And that is going to go off the middle, but it is going to be short. And it will be out. Just got tagged out, as that was caught by the catcher. That was Jeter for the Eunice Cardinals. And actually, that was Paz. So he had a quick bunt going for Anthony Paz and was called out at second. 2 up, 2 down so far for the Tularosa Wildcats. As right now it is Randall, the first baseman, who takes that ball for a ball call.
Just a bit high on that one.
Yeah, it's maybe it was a sinker, didn't drop. But that one is low, is a baseball, actually a golf ball swing, and that is going to go to the right, out of play for a long strike. So once again, Randall, the first baseman, is up for Tularosa. After him, it's going to be Tortilla, I believe. And that one is going to be hit hard. It's going to be going over to right, but seems like that's going to be an easy catch. And it is going to be an out, number 3. That was for Garcia. Kevin Garcia is playing over there. And caught it. 1, 2, 3 is the count, and we are already at the top of the second. Eunice Cardinals are leading 2-0 over the Tularosa Wildcats. We're back in this moment right here on Cool 95.7.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of the Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids in their academics and athletics. And they realize balancing both is challenging, and they appreciate the Cardinals' determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they're cheering them on all the way. Supporting the Eunice Cardinals, Redbird LP Gas Company.
Here on Eunice Eunice Cardinal baseball. Here with me, Ron Gunter, Les Jones over at Taking Care of Color. And speaking of taking care of color, it is 2-0. Both teams are wearing red, but Cardinals are actually in more red than the Tularosa Wildcats, as they are playing well so far. 2-0, like I said, and Eunice already up to bat again. They almost got through the whole lineup. Not quite, though, as looks like coming up next is going to be Fabian Ornelas. He is the DH today. And Daughtry still pitching for the Wildcats. Took a little break, huddle there for a second for the Wildcats, as they are now ready to play. Here comes Daughtry's first pitch. Down the middle for a strike. No swing at all from Ornelas. Getting used to it. Already a second pitch. Just a little late on that one. Looked like it was also going to be a strike call, but instead fouled it back.
Ornelas is looking like he's just feeling him out a little bit, kind of settling in.
Yeah. For me, it'd be more like just trying to get past that wind. But got that one fouled off to the right once again, so 2 fouls in a row.
Yeah, right now these players are doing whatever they can to stay warm down there in the dugout, as Ornelas hits another one foul just down by the foul line.
Exactly. He's getting it closer and closer to the fair side. That would have been a good one shot for at least a long single, maybe even a double if you could have ran it out. But instead, it is going to be another strike call. It would have been if it was available.
High.
Very high, very high. Just catcher was just able to get up there and reach it for Tularosa. That was, of course, Paz. That one does get into it, but second baseman covers and throws it over Randall. So that is going to be the 4-3. And that was covered, let's see, that was by Tortilla, who is for, actually, no, that's the wrong side, isn't it? Yeah, no, that was right. Tortilla, who is second baseman. So 1 out already for Eunice. Did not have to face this last time situation. Coming up next is going to be Isaac Morales. He is a little discussion from the ump. While we're doing that, Salazar is hitting .269. Actually, it's Morales I should be talking about.
And it's looking like the catcher is having to make some adjustment with his equipment there, so it's for the time called by the ump. But now he's got everything fixed up. He settles back in. And Morales in the batter's box now.
All right.
Looked like that one may have been a little bit on the lower side, right down the middle, but just below his knees for a ball.
And that one is a hit back, foul ball. Quickly pitching is Daughtry, just like Blevins is for this game, and already the count at 1-1.
Yeah, on that last one, it was on the outside, but it looked like he reached for it.
Right.
And another strike on that one, making it 1-2.
Exactly. And there's a timeout called by the ump. I think we have another ball. Yeah, we had another ball come in from another field. So we have to clear that one out.
That's going to be another low, slightly to the right, making it 2-2 with 1 out.
Number is also going to be fouled for Morales. And fans are out here giving encouragement as best possible. Hopefully they'll keep it clean. Remember, there is that rule about sportsmanship. That one is going to be hit deep to the right, but not deep enough, as it is going to be caught fairly easy for out number 2. And that was snagged once again by Salazar.
Hey, that's the second touch Salazar has made for this ball game.
Yeah. That's why he's been positioned right. He's been kind of over to the foul line, and it's worked out twice for him so far. As this time around will be Dyson Lord. He'll be, as you know, that is Blevins once again. So Blevins is at the top of the order now with 2 outs, nobody on. And that is a swing and a miss for Blevins, already 0-2 for the count. He got on base last time, ended up scoring the first run.
And another swing and a miss.
Ouch. So Blevins goes down swinging. That's the third out. And Cardinals go up and down 3, and are unable to get any hits, no runs, no errors, and we go to the bottom of the second with a 2-0 lead, though, for the Eunice Cardinals. Tularosa up next. We'll be back in this moment right here on Cool 95.7.
Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy Support Services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice.
2-0 lead for the Cardinals as they're wanting to advance to face the winner of the Loving-Rabojo game. So let's see who's coming up next for Tularosa. That would be the second baseman, Tortilla. And it does help to have good handwriting. You know, you can read it and you can read it fast.
I was going to say, a lot of the lineups that we got beforehand, the handwriting was kind of hard to read there. But right now, all players out on the field. Tortilla coming up to the batter's box, and it looks like the players are still doing what they can to stay warm. It's remarkably cool for a May day.
Exactly, and that one is going to go in. Check swing, but did not check his swing in time for Tortolita, as he has a .380 batting average for the sophomore, so you expect to see him coming around for the next couple of years. As that one is very low. Blevins delivers it low, didn't chase. That would have been a golf swing otherwise, and 1-1 is the count.
Tortolita crowding the base there, pretty close.
Exactly, and you expect to see something like that.
Yeah, he almost lost his head on that one, bringing up a ball 1. He just ducked just in time to miss that ball.
He tried to back the batter away, but instead he got it over his head for a 2-1 count, and that is going to be struck back foul to the backstop. 2-2 is the count now for Tortilla.
Crowds the base once again. I think he's really just trying to mess with Dewey on this one, trying to throw his game off.
He has had a home run during the season and looking for a second one. Blevins, though, not going to give that one up as he does hit it.
Offside center field.
And it's going to be caught easily by the second baseman, and that is going to be Tamara. That is already 1 up, 1 down so far for Tularosa. Coming up next is going to be Ricky Bryant. Quickly swinging a miss right there. Looked like it was a good call. A nice ball. Just could not connect with it. Bryant didn't, and already 0-1 on the count. It's hard to tell sometimes where the excitement is coming from, since it's coming from all around. That one, though,
a little low into the left.
Very low. Yeah, once again, would have had to have gotten moved down low to be able to hit that one, as there's a timeout called once again. Always have to make sure that there's no stray balls coming out from other places. Did not happen, though, so we're back to action. Blevins delivers a little high, and the count is 2-1.
You know, the way that this facility is set up, we've got 4 fields out here making kind of a circle, and so it's bound to happen. You're going to catch foul balls coming from other fields.
And that is going to deliver over to second, and it's going to be out just in time for the 4-3 ground out. That was delivered to, once again, Zamara, who takes it over to, I believe it's
Bryant. Hit that right to Zamar, just rolled it out there to him along the ground.
And once again, Blevins is able to limit the runners. That was a swing and a miss. Looked like it could have been a ball, but either way, it is going to be a strike call simply because batter could not connect.
I've got Jacoby Apacha up to bat.
Second baseman for the Tularosa Wildcats. Thank you. So we are 1-1 the count.
A little bit low on that last pitch there for him.
And that one did find the corner for a strike. Thought for a second it was going to be another outsider, but instead did find the corner. 1-2 the count for Blevins as he is looking to get this inning done with one more out. Ooh, and instead, though, got it inside, trying to back him off a little bit. Looks like was Blevins to Patsa. Yeah. You know, again, it's one of those situations where if you look at it long enough, you overthink it.
He kind of crowded the base on that one and almost got his head taken off. And now doesn't even take a swing on that one. That one was far to the outside, bringing up 3-2.
Yeah, that was almost a dribbler. In fact, it looked like it almost hit the ground before the catcher got to it. That is going to be delivered high into the middle. Going to get just inside. Oh, it got dropped. Man, oh man, just when you thought that was going to be a third out for the Cardinals, Morales comes over, is unable to corral it, and it is going to be called an error on the Cardinals. That definitely could have been the third out instead. 1 on, 2 outs. Coming up to bat right now is going to be Daughtry, who is the pitcher for the Tularosa Wildcats.
It looked like we had about 3 players trying to decide on who was going to catch that ball, and I think it was a little bit too late for him to say, okay, I'll get it, but he was trying to catch it on the go, and Billy Blevins really wasn't in a very good position to make that catch because he was kind of looking up and it was going behind him, so he was kind of arching his back, and so had to make a good call not to go for it.
Correct. It looked like there was a little bit of wind problems as well. That looks like Blevins is going to try for a bunt.
And Dorothy up the bat for Tularosa shows bunt and pulls away for the strike. Oh, and the throw over the first is going to be missed, and Apata is going to make it over to second for the steal on the error.
Right, so not only did he get on an error, but he also has advanced on an error as well. So not a great look for the Cardinals, but still nothing severe so far. Only one in running scoring position for Tularosa, as Blevins is still facing Daughtry with now it's going to be a 2-1 count. Two outs, one on scoring position, and that one was high. No chance of it to drop. Now it's going to be 3-1. The count.
Pontos taking a wide lead off of second. Blevins looking back before he throws the pitch. That's going to be just on the inside and low.
Exactly. Wasn't quite sure if it didn't call it, but he did put the fingers up. 3-2. Full count is on the way right now. Unless I am ahead of the count because they've got 3-1. Well, either way now.
Get a little bit of that one, making it for a foul, bringing up 3-2 for Daughtry.
So now it is 3-2. And they caught up to me. As we're going to see if Daughtry can advance anybody or get on himself and continue this inning, or will this be the final out? Swinging a man, and that is going to be strike number 2. That's the second one for Blevins in this game. And that's also going to be the final out for the inning. So once again, 1 on after no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. But no runs for the Tularosa Wildcats. We're to the top of the third, and the Cardinals are up 2-0 in this tight game. Back in just a moment right here on Cool 95.7. .7, the Facebook page as well. Well, I see the Facebook app and on HobbsAmerica.com. And yes, we're even on YouTube on the Eunice Sports Channel. I was going to say, Ty Flynn, I am Ron Gunter taking over for Jimmy. Hard to do, but we're going to try. As also, it is Les Jones with me as well for color.
Yes, sir.
I'd say we're enjoying this weather, but it is unenjoyable, but we are enjoying the action here.
We definitely are. You know, it's days like these, that makes you wonder about yourself. We've gotten used to some pretty warm weather, and then you get a bit of a curveball on a cool day like this, and it leaves you shivering. Be like, wait a minute, it's only 50 degrees out. How am I finding this cold? But you get used to that warm weather, and I'm sure, like the kids are doing, they're having to stand up and kind of move around just to stay loose and warmed up. Versus up here, we're just sitting stationary.
But that's not happening. I think movement is going to be a big key, as the first one is going down the middle for a strike, and that is going to be against Garcia, the senior, who is facing the batter first. He is the catcher for the Cardinals. As that one goes back, and quickly we've got an 0-2 count against this kid, Garcia.
Kevin Steven out of the batter's box for a moment, kind of collecting himself, refocuses as he gets back in.
And then it's going to be a foul, so he got lucky on that one, protected the plate. 395, though, is what Garcia has been batting this season, but he's got 15 hits, 6 runs, 10 RBIs, and a triple, along with 8 hit by pitches this season. And that is going to be just outside for a ball. Once again, just goes right up the middle, past Daughtry. Goes and finds his way into the outfield and gets a nice single out of that.
Now, that one was just barely off the tip of Daughtry's glove, and it zipped right by him and past the second baseman on into the outfield. So good hit on that one by Kevin.
Exactly, and Braylon Jenner now up next. He has a .371 batting average and has 3 triples. That one is going to be called a strike real quickly. Once again, both sides deliver pretty fast, trying to keep the batter on their toes, and seems like it's working for the most part, at least for Eunice. And that one is hit to the left. It's going to be covered by the third baseman, but did not quite get it. Actually, it was the shortstop who got it for Tularosa, and that is Anthony Paz, but was unable to get it to second in time. So both batters are safe, or runners now. Both runners are safe, and first to second, they're not batting anymore, as it is no out, 2 on. Coming up next is going to be Jose Cavilla. And that one is going to be hit back quickly for a foul. So 0-1 is the count. If we look at his numbers, he's batting .302 this season and has a triple, 6 doubles, 10 RBIs. We'd like to make more on that one. And does find it, and it goes down the middle. Looked like it was going to be a moment of hesitation, but did find the strike zone. And unfortunately, was not swung on at all by Cavillo. And that one does get hit just over the shortstop. It gets into outfield. Could get one in, and it does for the Eunice Cardinals. So he'll have an RBI single for that hit. So he is, of course, very happy about that. As we have Tyson Coy coming up. Of course, that was Cavillo who got that RBI single.
Yeah, there for a minute, it almost looked like Brant was going to try to make it from third, but he kind of had to be called back to third there for a minute.
Right, but Jeter was the one, actually it was Garcia the one who scored on that, and Jeter at third. And there is a run down now, but no, instead it does get back. He does get back in time. It was a close call, though. But there is one out. Well, that one looked like it was a tag out to first. Tried to throw to second, third, but the runner did not advance.
Still two runners on, one at second, one at third.
And it is Luis Gomez coming up now, the center fielder.
And that first pitch, a little bit low, just below his knees there. Doesn't even take a swing at it for 1-0.
Patience is a virtue, although I have trouble problems with virtues at times. That one, though, swung on and missed, but I think he did actually clip it either way.
He got a little piece of it for a foul.
Same result, whether it be him missing it or not. Actually, it would have been a wild pitch, so yeah, I got that one fouled.
1-1 with one out.
And batter calls timeout. Gomez not liking, wanting to make sure he gets the right call.
Another ball came in from
I see it.
from the other field.
Over there at left field, so that means that Wildcat has to chase it down and get back into position. And I don't know if it's great that they have 4 games going on, but it could slow us down on all 4 levels. As that one is a tag out at third once again, trying to catch him out or off, but Jeter comes back, and no worries, just gets a little dirt on his UE, because that is actually a prideful thing. As swing late, I don't know what was that was all about. It was a strike call, but it would have been a strike either way, and I don't know, but for some reason Gomez just thought he could hit it late, and ended up with nothing. So the count is now 1-2, and that's going to be just out. Oh, we got another ball just come up, but it's going down.
The fans.
Exactly, it just went right in front of the fans, and I wasn't expecting that. I thought I was seeing things. 2-2 is the count, though. And now we're going to go full count with 2 on. Second and third are covered. That'd be by Cavillo and Coy, I believe. As we get a long wait on this one. Hit over to the right. Looks like it's out of play. They're going to try to catch it, though. No, it just goes out. So another foul ball. As we have, once again, the count full, 3-2 for Gomez. He is the center fielder for the Cardinals. Hitting .290 this season, a single double, but he does get the walk on that one.
Just slightly onto the inside, kind of had to back up and twist to miss from getting hit, loading up the bases for the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm. And the junior earns his 5th walk of the season as we come up next with Ornelas, who is the designated hitter. I'll check and make sure that's right. No, it's Zamora, the second baseman. And that one's going to go just outside for a ball call. He is a smaller guy, so he may be getting a little bit more of those ball calls.
And he kind of crouches down in his position to kind of lower the strike zone as there, but he gets a pop fly down center field.
Finds the gap and also gets an RBI, and good enough timing because the ball just came in from out from another game, so we had to stop the play anyway. And not before we got another run for the Eunice Cardinals. So that's an RBI for Zamora. Already Eunice doing well with one out, and bases still loaded. That one is hit really quickly, and looks like there's a tag at second before he got the runner there, and a double play is done. So a 4-3 is what that was, and of course that was Ornelas who was batting in the ground out fielder's choice, 4-3 for the third out. But the Cardinals were able to get a couple of runs in, along with 2 hits. And it did leave, that would be 1 on, actually 2 on. As we go to the bottom of the third, it is a 4-2 game now. Cardinals in lead, but we'll be back in just a moment to watch and see what happens with Tularosa as they come up to bat. We return to action here in Albuquerque as we are in the 2A playoffs. This is round 2, and it's going to be Tularosa, number 3, versus Eunice Cardinals, number 6. Right now they're holding the lead 4-0 after 3 good innings, at least 2 good innings, 2 in the first and 2 in the third. Tularosa has one answer back now and got a good batter with Mendez up right now. Facing against, of course, Billy Blevins. He's already had 2 strikeouts for the game so far.
And first ball, a little bit low. Going to bring up ball 1, 1-0.
That was a swing and a miss. Really quickly, that was early release. Usually it's late, but that time swung before the ball got there. So 1-1. Outside, once again, Billy is delivering very fast. But that was just outside. Did not get the batter to chase. And Mendez is counting on a 2-1. Down the middle for a strike call right there. 2-2 now.
I think he was expecting that one to be called a ball because he thought it may have been a little bit too far inside for him.
Yeah, plus, that's usually what happens. You get some junk. And that one is hit high in the center field. As it's going over to right. And that is going to be caught, well, would have been caught by our second baseman as he was back in the outfield, but unfortunately it is dropped. And that was Zamora, who was having some difficulty with that one. It looked like it was moving around a little bit more than he was expecting. It hit his glove, but unfortunately that will be an error for the Eunice Cardinals.
Once again, I think that wind, that little crosswind, kind of playing with them a little bit better.
Exactly, and it's definitely not the sun in their eyes, but something's going on out there that is causing some problems. But so far, no, it has not accounted for any runs for the Tularosa Wildcats. That one
and Salazar gets a little chunk of that one for a foul, bringing up 1-1.
Yep, and Mendez has to go back after he ran Like actually, that was thrown trying to get the tag out, but did not. Instead, goes out in the outfield, and instead it's an error.
And he's going to get him all the way to third.
Right. Because of that, because they could not corral it in time, Mendez goes from first to third, and now he is in scoring position as the umpires have to move around. And we do have three, so luckily because of the playoffs, we do have three umps over here. Now they have to move around, be able to get to the right side and call this game correctly. So we've got back the umps. We have a runner at third, and we have Salazar at bat.
That one just slightly on the inside for that pitch.
And he was trying to make it to where it looked like it was another ball, but instead it is a 1-2 count right now for Salazar. Swing and a miss once again.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Exactly. So he didn't hurt himself, but didn't help himself either in that swing, as he has a runner at third with no outs. It's another delivery from Billy, and that one is a punch out for strike number 3, third strike for Billy in this game. He's had 3 in 3 innings. He's doing well, but still has a runner at third. Coming up top of the order now is going to be Esquire. And that is low for a ball 1 call. Haven't had a chance to talk about these batters too much because of the fast pitching.
Well, it's no kidding. These kids are wanting to not really take their time on this, and there's one, and it's going to be a little bit to the outside to the left, bringing up ball 2.
He's a sophomore, 378 is his batting average, and looking good as he's got 17 hits. That one is going to be wild, but it's not going to advance the runner. It is that would be suicidal if he tried to do that. Just didn't get far enough away for the liking of the coaches. Yeah, that was corralled, though, by Garcia. Was able to play that smartly.
Mendez still on third, taking a little bit of a lead. And Billy threw that one right down the middle for strike 1.
He had to. I mean, 3-0 count, you have to get something going, and definitely did not want to walk this one. He has walked very few in his career. But that one is going to be a walk as I speak about it. In fact, I think he hadn't had a walk in several games, but he has been able to pitch through 5 consecutive innings in the last 3 or 4 games. So he's been doing very well on the mound, and so far he's still doing well, but he has 1 out. 1 and 2 on, 1 at first, 1 at third, and of course you expect to see a possible steal to second, and that would make it a possible steal to home. Coming up right now is going to be Paz, the shortstop for the Tularosa Wildcats. As that was sent quickly to shortstop is corralled, and looks like they're going to get 2 over to second for the 4th out. So fielder's choice on that one, as it is an out number 2 for Tularosa. So hoping to not strand the runner at third is Tortolita, I believe. No, Mendez. Mendez is at third. Coming up right now is Randall.
Great diving catch by the Cardinals shortstop, and just being able to get that over there to second, force the out.
Exactly, and that was Jeter who did that. He was able to, didn't get it past, he didn't catch it, but he didn't let it go past. And so that slowed down the runners. But that will advance the runners because they were put over to the left, went to the outfield. That will advance to get Mendez to score for the eluded Tularosa Wildcats. So with 2 outs, it's going to be a 4-1 game now. Eunice still in lead by 3.
Randall on first, and Paz on second.
Right. And you can't see that fast. I know that.
And
now
Tortolita almost got his head taken off by that one, crowding the base, making up ball 1.
The senior is 380 batting average. She's also doing very well. This whole team can probably hit very well. One of the reasons why they are third in the standings. And already 2-0 is the count. As the complex, moisture of the game has changed a little bit. First and second covered, like you said, with 2 outs. So that one early on, swing and a miss. Brandon just not able to find anything with that swing. As it is now 2-1. Once again, Levins looked like he was going to do something, kind of directing a little bit, but nobody at second base, so can't throw it back there anyway to check the runner. Well, once again, looks like that's going to be a wild pitch. That is going to get to third, but not in time as the runner does advance.
Has able to get himself from second to third on that one.
Yes, indeed. And now, more importantly, the ball count is going to be 3-1. So he could necessarily walk this batter if he wanted to, but then it would load up the bases. I'm sure he doesn't want to. Rather get that third out with 2 outs already on. And coming up next is going to be Ricky Bryant. That was going to be going back, possibly to another game. So enjoy that, guys.
Cleveland just barely able to get a piece of the bottom of the ball, popping it up foul.
But staying alive, nevertheless, with a full count. That was going to be hit to the left, going over to shortstop. He's going to deliver it over to with an easy out, 6-3. As the Cardinals get another one. That was Jeter who delivered it over to Morales. Not Morales. Morales is playing third. That'd be Cavillo for another out. And they do get out of that inning, but not before Tularosa is able to get 1 run to make this game 4-1. We're going to come back this moment right here on Cool 95.7 at the top of the 4th.
As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans.
Right back to live coverage of Eunice baseball right here on Cool 95.7, Cool 95.7 app, as well as on Eunice Sports YouTube channel. And yes, you can also find it on HobbsAmerica.com. Ron Gunner here with Les Jones doing some color.
Yes, sir.
And we are making sure that wanting to see if Eunice can continue playing strong. They've had 2 good innings. The second one, so far they've been good on the odd innings. And they've had 2 in the first, 2 in the third. Tularosa did manage to get 1 just in the bottom of the third just moments ago, but they did leave a couple on. So definitely want to make sure that they can get as many runs as possible in. So right now we've got Eunice coming up to bat.
And we got some rain coming down right now. The umbrellas in the stands are coming out. But it looks like it's just a steady small sprinkle. It's not going to delay the game.
Right. A little drizzle, but it could affect a little bit as that is bunted, but it is bunted foul. Of course, that is Morales still. He is the third baseman for Eunice.
Yeah, the drizzle, it's not going to be enough to call off the game or put us into a delay or anything for now, at least.
And
you never know.
And it doesn't look like there's any chance of lightning. That's usually what the main problem is. So that is going to be hit hard. It's going to be just over the second baseman and goes into outfield. Is dropped by the center fielder. And either way, it's going to be a double for Morales.
Great hit for Morales. They were able to get that ball over the head of the second baseman into the outfield. And it looked like the center fielder kind of fumbled with the ball there a little bit, causing a little bit of an error and allowing Morales to get to second base.
Not sure if Ricky Bryant would have been able to corral it in time and be able to cut off the runner, but either way, it's a mute point when he dropped the ball. So coming up next is going to be the bottom of the order, Dyson Lord. He is the right fielder for the Cardinals. Of course, we're going to have Blevins coming up here after him to start off another round of bats for the Eunice Cardinals. They're doing really well, like I said, 2 in the first, 2 in the third. And they're looking to advance, especially after that last score by Tularosa. That one just low for a ball call. 2-0 already the count. Once again, delivering fast is Daughtry, who has had some troubles, but is still maintaining. And he got that one down the middle, or down the pike for a strike, as my friend Ty Friend would say.
Well, I think he was kind of expecting that one to be called a ball, thinking it was a little too low, but just inside the strike zone.
Yeah, you don't rely on the ump to make those calls. And
that goes out to second. Yeah. Morales is going to be able to capitalize on the missed ball by the second baseman and advance to third.
Not sure exactly if that was, well, you can say it is now because it went to the outfield. Before it would have been close, but didn't look like it was going to be worth the tag out. But still, though, you try to catch the runner sleeping. He was not. He came back in time. Was Morales, and advances to third. But that is a foul ball to the left. Just foul. Just has to line it up a little bit more, and maybe he can get it past that third baseman as well. 2-2 is the count right now. Of course, that is for Lord, Dyson Lord. Actually, no, it's not. Dyson isn't. Sorry, Dyson doesn't bat. That is for Blevins. Blevins is on right now, so I do apologize about that, as he has got the full count going. And he has walked this time. Last time, I think he struck out. But there is a relay over to third. It was not in time. And Blevins actually stretches that single out to a double and gets the RBI as well. As it is now 5-1. So it turns out that Morales took advantage of that, was able to score, and Blevins gets the RBI single for that. Just like that, if you're not paying attention, you miss things. As that is already hit for Garcia, and he also will. There's a bad throw to first, an error. And Blevins does take advantage of that as well and scores. So already 2 scores for the Cardinals on no outs. And Garcia could have possibly advanced that to second, but chose instead to be conservative. Went and stayed at first. There's no need to push it. Definitely doesn't want to get that out on a little slight mistake like that, because he wasn't quite sure where the ball was.
Cardinals now with a commanding lead of 6-1 over Tularosa.
Yep.
And timeout is called. The Tularosa skipper comes out to the mound.
I'd be very surprised if he pulled him. I think if anything else, if there may be somebody warming up. I don't know. There is nobody warming up. But that doesn't always mean anything. Sometimes they pull somebody from the outfield or infield.
Looks like they are making some adjustments and realignments in the outfield.
Yes, indeed. So it could be a switch as well. Looks like one of the outfielders has come up to the mound.
And a slight drizzle continues here in Albuquerque for the state tournament in this game between the Eunice Cardinals and Tularosa. And it's not enough to stir a rain delay, but it is enough to kind of mess with the players' grips on the ball, I'd imagine.
Exactly. I'm going to check something real quick.
Well, we still got a great crowd out here. The fans sitting down below us were pretty smart to bring umbrellas, or had to go out and buy umbrellas, looking forward to what the forecast was going to show. But you never know what the weather is going to do in New Mexico. I mean, it can be hot, warm off one moment, and then the next moment it's freezing.
There are several places I've been to that have that kind of reputation, but yeah, you definitely don't know what's going on. I wasn't certain where our circumstances were going to be, so I didn't bring an umbrella, but I definitely was going to run back if I had to. Luckily, we're under cover, so we don't have to worry about that, but we're not inside, we're outside, so we're still feeling the wind. As the Tularosa seems to be content with what's going on as far as the pitcher, they're going to continue with him, looks like. No warm-up, so we're going to get back into the action as it is Jeter, the shortstop for the Cardinals, coming up next. He actually did score at the last inning. And that is going to be a strike call.
Jeter so far this ball game has gotten 2 runs on the base, scoring twice for the Cardinals.
Looks like he's going to try to get one again as we've got one on first with no outs. Speaking of which, they're going to try to tag him on, but Garcia's quick enough to get back to the bag. And it was stopped, though. So at least no errors on that one for Randall, who was playing first base for the Tularosa Wildcats. That one is going to be fouled to the right. Garcia did try to advance, but had to go back because of the foul.
Jeter just a little bit under that one.
As Braylon gets another opportunity to get the swing at the bat. Low, though, for that one, so it'll be a ball call, 1-2 now, as Braylon is trying to get back on top with the bat. That is just outside, trying to get Jeter to chase, but did not. Instead, going to get the ball call. 2-2 is the count right now as you're listening live to Cool 95.7. This is Eunice Cardinal Baseball. We've got 2 in the first, 2 in the third, and 2 in the fourth for the Eunice Cardinals, and they're rolling strong so far. And that one goes back to the right, out of play, real quickly, another foul ball.
It's a good long hit by Jeter, but just going to fall to the right and foul.
Yeah, I can hit them long and hard, but usually they were foul balls, so they were going the wrong way. So it didn't count as much. And that one is also almost the same exact play. In fact, that one looks like it might have gone
into the other field.
No, they're not reacting, so I guess not. But it got really close. So another one of those situations where, once again, you could be invading somebody else's game. That one also low. We have a full count, 3-2, 1 on, no outs for the Eunice Cardinals. Top of the fourth. And Cardinals looking strong so far as they continue doing what they need to do with the bases. That one, though, is going to be probably hit into a double play. No, it is not. In fact, safe at second. He dropped the ball. And so Ump is over there saying safe. I thought it was going to be an out, but instead, because he bobbled the ball after the possible tag, it was a tag.
Yeah, it looked like that. Yeah, he tagged the base, and then he dropped the ball trying to get the throw over to first. And Eunice's, Tularosa skipper is out there having some words with the umpire about that call. Especially, he's arguing the fact that he tagged the bag.
Right.
But the ump, of course, saying nope, he dropped the ball, so therefore he's safe.
So there's going to be a conference of the umps on this one because, the skipper over there, that would be Tyler Almaga. No, that's Eunice's. See, sometimes it helps to read. Patrick Garcia, was he skippered last year? I believe he skippered last year for the Tularosa. So they are the returning champions for the 2A.
And the call on the field is going to stand. He is safe on second.
Right. So Eunice breathing a sigh of relief. Tularosa, on the other hand, not happy with the call. I wouldn't blame them for a second. But nevertheless, they can be unhappy all they want to, and it's not going to change anything. So now we've got runners on first and second, 2 already on run-wise for the Eunice Cardinals in this top of the fourth, and no outs. So already with a swing is the first baseman for the Cardinals, Jose Cavilla. He has had a good season so far this year as well.
Gets a hold of that one a little bit late, isn't it? Foul. But that one is going to be, he called a strike on that one. I thought that was just to the outside, but that's going to bring up strike 2 for Jose.
Exactly. 3-0-2 is what he's been batting so far this season. Now he's got to get out of a hole. 0-2, like you mentioned. That one he does keep alive, but it is going to go to the left. And possibly another playground addition for the kiddos. Hopefully they're not getting hit or dodging the balls anyway as best they can.
We got 2 on for the Cardinals, 1 on first and second.
Exactly. So one in scoring position as we still have no outs. The top of the fourth. And once again, this one goes foul, quickly hitting the netting though. So no chance of an out caught there.
Once again, just catching the ball from the bottom, causing it to go back and foul. Did he get a hold of that one?
He did, and this time almost the same situation, a double play, but did get the first out at second base. So finally be able to get that to go. Of course, that was hit over to the second baseman, who was in the right position at the right time. And he was able to throw that out. So that was Tortolita over to probably the shortstop, which is Pat, able to get that out, but unable to get it beyond that and over to their first baseman.
Bringing up the first out for the Cardinals in this inning.
So Randall didn't have a chance to make the play before that ended. Coming up next is going to be, looks like Tyson Coy again. And he hits this one hard into the left field, but not hard enough, looks like, as it is caught. Yeah, but that is going to be a sacrifice RBI. As coming across the plate was Garcia to score. And we've got a 7-1 game, 6 runs ahead for the Cardinals, and they've only got 1 out so far. Actually, I think that should be, no, that is 1 out. As that one is delivered. And foul backwards towards the outfield.
We got Tyson on first.
Let's see, I'm just double checking on that. Maybe it is Gomez. It is Gomez. Mm-hmm. So Tyson is at first. Yeah, he did just bat that one. And Gomez is at bat right now. Got 2 outs. That's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure about that. Never can tell. As Gomez is hitting .290 this season for the juniors, so he'll have a couple more seasons of baseball, hopefully. He's got 9 RBIs. Would like to get that advanced to 10 at least, if not more. He's got 1 on right now, 2 outs. He's facing a 1-2 count. As we wait for that pitch, another one fouled backwards. Same thing. It's almost like it's most of these are going to the right and to the back. So I think a lot of people are starting to get understand that that's where the balls are going to be coming from. As Daughtry delivers another pitch here in a second. That one is cracked hard. It should have been over to second, but instead he was up closer to the second base. And that finds the gap, and it turns out to be a nice single that advances the runner to third, as well as puts the runner on first for Gomez. And Zamora now has the enviable position of trying to drive at least 1 run home, as he is the second baseman for the Cardinals. So runners at the corners. And 2 outs.
The Cardinals with a commanding lead over Tularosa, 7-1.
Indeed. As Randall gets the ball for the Tularosa, is delivered over there, but not in time. And Gomez is safe at first. It's kind of tricky, though. They've been doing that here lately and losing the ball. If they do so, then they'll advance another run. The Cardinals will. But right now, once again, 7-1 is the score. As that will catch a steal, and it was cut off by the shortstop, who made sure that didn't get anybody running towards home and stealing home. So that was an easy steal, though, stand-up steal, but he still did slide. That was Gomez. So, Zamora with a count of 1-0.
Hits that one foul. Just gets at the bottom of the ball and hits off to the right.
So made a little contact, but not what he desired.
And it's 1-1 with 2 out.
So it looks like it is 0-2 is what the count is. So the ump is making sure that we know what the call is.
Now we got the scoreboard fixed.
Right.
You got it all written down over there. I'm looking at the scoreboard.
Right. And I was going by the scoreboard too, so that one is fouled off. And it looks like the ump is going to have to get a couple more balls as it goes off to unexpectedly.
Yeah. He goes over there, breaking out this box full of balls, and he's loading himself up.
Right. And so he throws it over to the catcher. Of course, the catcher gets it over to Daughtry, and we should be back into it as 2 strikes are against Zamora. He does have the opportunity to get 1 run on. He is definitely well advanced. Is the runner over there. That is Gomez. He's already stolen second base. And, at this point, we could probably also talk about possible mercy rule ending here, as that is delivered deep, but not deep enough to center field. And that is going to be out number 3 for the Cardinals. They did advance 3 runs as they got them across. Of course, a couple of errors didn't hurt them either, but they did leave 1 stranded as they go to the bottom of the 4th. It is a 7-1 run lead, a 6-run lead for the Cardinals. Back here just a moment right here on Cool 95.7 and the Cool 95.7 app.
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
All right, we are back to live action here. Baseball for Eunice. The Eunice Cardinals are leading right now by 7-1. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Tularosa is coming up to bat, try to see if they can get back. They did answer with 1 in the 3rd, but of course, Eunice answered really huge with those 3 runs in the top of the 4th. Les Jones here with me. I am Ron Gunter, taking over for Jimmy Jones for one day and the crew, as we are watching some great Eunice Cardinals baseball here.
Yes, sir. It looks like the wind has died down a little bit. We still got a bit of a drizzle, a little bit of a sprinkle looking down at the concrete over in the sidewalk, and I'm seeing, some sprinkles coming in, but it's not enough for us to have a rain delay. But you know that the wet field and the wet conditions is probably going to kind of mess with the ball players gripping on the ball.
Right. Plus, I don't see any dirt except for on the mound. That's the only dirt that's available on this, just like at Hobbs. As that one goes low and outside for a ball call.
And Bryant up the bat for Tularosa.
Ricky Bryant, he is the center fielder. He had a play earlier in this game.
Gets a hold of that one, hits it deep down center, and it's going to fall just short of the center fielder, giving him a single.
So the center fielder hits it to the center fielder and just drops in front of him, like you said, in the gap. Just a nice hit for Bryant. Of course, that was Gomez who was able to corral it just in front of him and keep it at a single for Bryant. Coming up next is going to be
Jacoby Apapa.
Right.
Shows bunt, but pulls back.
It went really low on that one, too, as he tried to get something going, but just decided not to on that one, and maybe that was for the best.
Showing bunt again. Pulls back. That ball goes a little bit low. Once again, bringing up ball 2.
Exactly, and I think what they're trying to do right now is just get anybody on base. They've been struggling to get any kind of hits going on at all for Tularosa. Something they haven't experienced in a while, and that is a called strike. In fact, the last time these two teams met, it was a very close game, and Eunice did win, but that was 2022. It's been a couple of years ago.
And that one slightly onto the inside, and Bryant is going to steal to second.
Without any attempt to catch him on that one. No worries either. I mean, he is in second, so he's in scoring position with 0 outs right now. And that is also going to be bunted. It looks like it's going to be Blevins who's going to be able to catch it and get it over to first in time for the outs, but it will advance the runner to third. Of course, Bryant is at third right now. And Cavillo is the one who was able to catch that at first and be able to get the first out for the Eunice Cardinals against this Tularosa team.
And Daughtry up to bat for Tularosa with 1 away.
Yep, the pitcher is up. He did strike out once.
That one's going to be a little bit low into the outside for him, bringing up ball 1.
Yeah, and field conditions looks like they're all right, especially with the cleats. So that is going to be ball number 2 for Daughtry.
Again, low into the right.
We're going to have Mendez up next for the Wildcats.
Low and right to again, bringing up ball 3.
Batter's ahead of the count right now. Blevins is going to see if he can get a nice strike down the middle. It did not. Instead, it fell low and ball 4. So now, once again, we have runners at the corners with 1 out. And it is going to be Mendez who's coming up next. After him, it's going to be Salazar.
And Tularosa is going to put in a substitute runner for Daughtry.
That is always a probability with a pitcher.
And it looks like they're putting in Pacheco to substitute for Daughtry on that one. So Pacheco at first.
And we're going to have a meeting of the minds as Blevins is going to get just make sure he's all right. As there is a bit of a rally going on with Tularosa. We'll take a break. We'll come back in just a moment right here on Cool 95.7. You're listening to it live right here in Albuquerque.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
There's going to be a rundown on that one. Looks like he was going to run to first, but instead, yeah, the runner does fall down, but not before advancing the Bryant, looks like, to home. And the Wildcats sneak in a run on that one as it was an attempt by Pacheco Cardinals with 2 outs.
Devin Mendez up the bat for Tularosa.
And it's still
gets a hold of that one, deep left field.
And that could be going to the wall, and it doesn't, but it gets close as it goes back to the wall and under the warning track as he has been around second and has to go back almost a triple. And instead he's just going to have to settle for a double. So Menendez with the double on that one, the first one of the day for the Tularosa Wildcats. Salazar coming up next. He had a strikeout in the last one. So Tularosa showing a little bit of grit here as bottom of the 4th. They have 1 in the 3rd, 1 of the 4th runs. They have 2 outs. They still need 5 more runs to get back into this game.
And that was going to be a little bit high, but it's going to be just inside the strike zone for Billy to bring up strike 1 on Salazar.
Exactly. Just caught the corner on that one, looks like. But that one is also going to be hit back for a foul ball. So Blevins is already up on his count, 0-2 against Salazar, the right fielder for Tularosa. So actually, that was the courtesy run, that's right. That is a strike 3 out on that one. That is Blevins, I believe, 4th in a row, a 4th strikeout. And that will end the inning. It will strand 1, but it will also bring in 1 as well for the Tularosa Wildcats. So we have a score of 7-2, a 5-run differential. And you're listening to it here live on Cool 95.7 and also on the app. We'll be back in just 30 seconds.
Baseball support the kids in their academics and athletics. And they realize balancing both.
Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy support services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice.
As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans. Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities and a fantastic school system.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud sponsor of all Lee County sports and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics. Most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of the Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids in their academics and athletics. And they realize balancing both is challenging, and they appreciate the Cardinals' determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they're cheering them on all the way. Supporting the Eunice Cardinals, Redbird LP Gas Company.
Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy support services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice.
As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans. Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and
As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Safe Environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Lee County Athletic.
People are around, so we'll find out who he is, where he's playing in a moment. But right now, the count is 3-0. So Russ was trying to get a rally back going on deep in the fifth inning. Quick steal, and he is going to be allowed. Didn't have to fight on that one. Nobody even tried to get him.
Rosa
Exactly, and he has swung it on and missed. Strike number one.
That one.
So now we've got 2 strikes.
Two.
So 0-2 is the count. Tortilla is facing in the hole.
That bounces off the catcher there, and he's going to be able to advance, loading up the bases.
So that's one of those tricky plays. It is a third strikeout, but it's a drop strike. So he will advance to first. But here's the thing. It is actually an out because there was a person on first. And you cannot advance off a drop third strike if there is a runner on first. So they have to, at the very least, maybe not go back, but that is an out for Tularosa, out number 2 because of that rule. Even though they did steal second and third respectively, it is considered an out.
Since the umpires now conversing in the middle of the field.
Yeah. And this is the second time up now. I think the other thing is, can the runner advance or does it matter at this point? But yes, in any case, the runner does advance to second. Because he was on first, the runner at the batter cannot advance to first. So 2 outs, 2 on, and both of them in scoring positions. And it's coming up to bat.
A little bit high into the outside on that one. Ricky Bryant for Tularosa.
That's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure about that. Because he already has a 1-0 count.
Swing and a miss.
With 2 on, Tularosa looked like they were going to do something early on, but just could not continue the bats in the way they needed to. And even after that technical interference and problems we were having, Cardinals, though, not having any problems at all. We're going to go to the top of the 6th right now, and it could be a mercy rule in.
And they're cheering them on all the way, supporting the Eunice Cardinals, Redbird LP Gas Company.
Tops. We got the long sleeves and a hood coming out of the back of the top of the uniform. So that's pretty smart now. And they've also got, someone up on deck. And it looks like he's got a black one on. And right now, it looks like Tyson is up the bat.
He is.
He's got a red hoodie underneath.
Cardinals have a 4-game winning streak against this Tularosa team. Like I said, last time they played was 2022, and that was going to be a called strike for strike number 1.
Well, he got a hold of that one, straight to center field.
Well, no, actually for a shortstop, and that one bobbled. He tried to pick it up and get it over to a first, but not in time, as that was delivered over to Xavier Chavez, the new first baseman. And Eunice, though, safe at first for Coy. So coming up next is going to be Gomez once again, as now he is talking over to his coach, trying to strategize on what he needs to do with 1 runner on and nobody out. The winning run could possibly be him at bat. Of course, it's still early. They could bat more, they get some more runs, and definitely make insurance runs to get this one in the bag in the 6th. That one did not get over the head of Chavez. He's able to corral it, but not in time to be able to tag out Coy. And Tyson is safe at first once again.
Tularosa all game long has been having problems with their connections to first base and have multiple errors out there causing steals from the runners.
I think maybe that's one of the reasons why they changed the first baseman as well. They just could not, for whatever reason, whether it be his fault or the thrower's fault, it just was not, there was no connection there.
That one being a little bit low, bringing up ball 2.
And I think we also have to update the scoreboard, Doug, or scoreboard.
Tyson stepping out for a minute, now getting back in, and another throw to first, and he is going to try to steal the second. A little bit of a pickle. He's running in between the runners, trying to outrun him, and he's going to get tagged out in between first and second for the out.
And that's one of the, we've seen that before, but we saw Tularosa do it. And it's one of those situations, halfway through that there's not much you can do to be able to get out of that situation. You just have to take it and move on. That's pretty much what he did. So Coy is out.
Always makes me think of the Sandlot seeing those situations happen, getting into a pickle. Strike right down the middle for Lewis.
We have one out for the Cardinals right now, top of the sixth. That
one's going to end up in the dirt.
Which is lucky for Tularosa, nobody on. Otherwise, it would have been advancing of a runner, possibly. But 3-1 is the count right now.
Right down the middle on that one, strike one. Oh, excuse me, strike two.
Yeah. So Gomez is facing a full count now. He is at bat for those keeping score, Luis Gomez. As he has 290 for the batting average, and he will go ahead and walk one of his few walks, actually. As he has been walked, I think he's already walked once today, so that's number 6 for him. And Zamora is coming up next for the Cardinals. We have one out, though.
Now it's going to be high into the outside to Zamora. Going to ball one. More back in the batter's box in the middle and connects high to the left field and caught for an easy out.
I'm fixing the score, folks. Seem to be losing it for some reason, so let's get back into it. Let's see, there we go. Score once again 10-2, top of the sixth. We have 2 outs for the Cardinals as that one is delivered to the left. Goes all the way back to left fielder, and luckily they threw it, but didn't get to the shortstop. Instead, the pitcher does get it, so nobody advances. There are 2 on though with 2 outs for the Eunice Cardinals. Top of the sixth once again, and the winning run is at first. At least if they get 2 more, it could win this one if the Tularosa Wildcats cannot score in the bottom.
And Isaac, that's to bat for the Cardinals. Gets a hold of it, high pop fly to center field.
But
and it's going to be dropped.
And that looked like it was close to being caught. Just 2 players over there. Looked like Jingling Randall was one of them that just could not handle it. In any case, it will score a run for Eunice. Now we've got an 11-2 game, and it is getting very serious for Tularosa. They need to get some answers on this one. First, they need to stop the bleeding. In fact, Cardinals have scored on every inning except for the second.
And he's going to steal to second.
And that is going to, because of the attention to second base, they did not pay attention to the steal at home. And now it's a 10-run lead for the Cardinals. Once again, mercy rule will be in effect. It's the 6th inning, so we're beyond 5. As one more out, we'll get Tularosa up to bat. And that is going to dribble foul, barely. It was bouncing, and it just started moving towards the line slowly. And just as soon as they got to third base, he went out. So foul ball, strike one. And that was inside delivered. He had to move out of the way. That was Morales. Actually, no, Blevins. Blevins is up now. He is the pitcher, of course, for the Eunice Cardinals. He's been pitching very well. They only have one more inning if he can get a complete game. And he has had several 5-inning games in his career lately. And he's already done it this time around. Low and outside for ball 3 now.
Right now, you can tell that Tularosa is awfully frustrated with the situation that he's finding himself in.
Yeah.
And that is going to hit Billy. Billy's going to take the hit on the left shoulder, walking to first base.
Definitely was, and that was an easy call. I don't know if it plunked him too hard, but just got him going. fact, that is his third time being plunked by a pitch in this season. Definitely going to take it, though. 2 on. 10-run lead, though, for Eunice. Definitely in lead and in control of this game. As Tularosa just struggling to get that third out.
And timeout is called by the ump, and they're going to substitute out on first.
Right. Again, they have because he's a pitcher, they have the courtesy runner up there, and that is going to be Castro. He is a junior.
Runners on first and second for the Cardinals. This is going to be just to the just to the inside and low.
And that one is going to find the corner and called strike. So 1-1 is the count right now. The last one, just softly fouled. That similar pitch in the second one did find the corner. That is going to be chopped up the middle to second. Unable to corral it, though. And so that means that bases are loaded off that error. And that is going to be from Aiden as well. Who is playing second base now. I think they've used a lot of players trying to see if they can change their luck on trying to field and everything, but so far has not come up with anything good. Now we have another courtesy runner going. That would be, let's see, well, if I looked at the right one, that would be great. Cerna.
And Junior up the bat for the Cardinals. Settles down, gets a hold of it. Line drive to the left.
Tried to sneak that past third baseman, did not go. And that will be a third out, a fourth out. So no run came across on that one. But two runs did come across as they left the bases with 2 on. And the Cardinals with a 10-2 lead. This could be the bottom of the fifth. It could be the ending of this game if Tularosa does not get any, produce any runs to continue this game going. 10-2 or 12-2 is the score. Back here in just a moment with the more excitement on Cool 95.7, also on Eunice Sports. Yes, indeed, on YouTube.
Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy support services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice.
2-0 for the relief pitcher, Jacoby. That one's delivered low, so definitely did not get his golf swing out there on that time.
He's awfully close, crowding the plate there, awfully close to that inside line, really making him adjust his pitching style. Showing bunt now.
Yep. But instead, no go on that one. Goes ahead and draws it back and takes the walk on that one. Tularosa gets 1 on base so far, but definitely need more runs to come in, or need some runs if they want to continue this game.
And Tristan Martinez up to bat for Tularosa.
Yes, indeed, the senior out there.
Kind of conversing with the umpire right now.
Martinez with .350 batting average. He's had 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 RBIs, and he's only had 25 at bats. So this would be number 26. And I guess they're looking at the card to make sure that they've got the right person up there. Now they've got the manager coming over, Patrick Garcia, to make sure that they've got the lineup right.
And it's looking like the rain and the sprinkler have stopped or subsided for now. It's kind of drying up. Folks have put down their umbrellas. We got a great crowd out here today in Albuquerque for the state tournament. And it looks like they've got things sorted out with the lineup. Now the ump is getting in position behind the catcher, and
Tristan Martinez
taking his position up in the batter's box.
He's not a small kid, so he could get some power into this one. As that one is a hard cut, and a miss.
Well, he really put everything he had behind that swing, just swung a little bit too low underneath the ball. And just got a chunk of that one hitting it foul.
So he is making contact, just not the right kind of contact, and he's still alive though, 0-2, as Blevins is still pitching a good one. Once again, though, Tularosa down to their final outs. It was going to go to 7, but it could go to 6 because of the mercy rule.
Martinez looking to try to keep things alive here. Resettles himself back into the batter's box.
That is another steal. They're going to try to attempt it, but no, the throw was very short. Did get to shortstop, but not in time as the runner advances.
And 1 ball, 2 strikes up on the board, 0 outs for Tularosa. Martinez definitely looking, trying to get something going here.
And that does end the double play threat to a degree.
And that one's going to fall low for a ball 2.
Right. They did have that to give. He's got one more, actually, to see if he can have him chase it. First match, Martinez. As we do, we get that. Some excitement behind us, and that is going to go just foul. Could be playable. No, it is not. It's going to go on the other side near the bullpen and going to be out. So kiddos are going to be chasing that ball down as well. And we've got a still count of 1-2. No outs and 1 on. Second base, so they do have a runner in scoring position. Does Tularosa, if they can get that one in, it will extend the game a little longer. Blevins delivering that one. It did get hit by the bat. I think it was more defensive than anything else, as that is going to be a foul ball. And Blevins gets the ball back. He's going to see if he can get, they'll be looking at second base again, as there's a runner on there for Tularosa.
Martinez back in the batter's box, gets settled down.
That's a floater right there. So had it again to give was Blevins. Brings it up to a full count. Expect to see, actually you can see junk or you can see one down the middle. Probably going to be down the middle knowing Blevins. Nope, instead it's going to be a walk. Just outside. Couldn't find the corner on that one. And now it will be runners on first and second as the umps shift as well. And no, I guess it wasn't. So called back was the batter. So Martinez once again, see what he can do and get something advanced. That would be a foul call. Another foul call right there as it goes back to the backstop. And a lot of people were talking about the fact that the weather would change, but it really hasn't, except for maybe the fact that it rained a little bit. But has not gotten any warmer. We still have some clouds over us. Blevins looking back, going to deliver that one. That is going to be delivered straight up, and possibly, no, it's going to hit the netting. As that is fouled out of play behind, or in front of us, behind the plate. And if we had a camera here, we would have been able to see that.
Both catcher and pitcher really keeping each other guessing. Another ball flies into the field from another field, but Martinez keeping Billy guessing because earlier on he was really putting everything he had behind those swings.
Yeah, I didn't want to, that's what you got to do. I mean, you got to play like you got nothing to lose. Throw to third was not in time, and did drop in front of the Cardinal, as that was Morales Decided to get the pick off at third. So runner advances to third. Jacoby does for Tularosa now in scoring position just 90 feet away.
And they're calling Martinez out. Or no? Still one away.
Actually, that would have been. So, yeah, so one out. Martinez was struck out. But that does actually help the cause because a wild pitch scores the runner. So Jacoby comes in, and that one run that the Wildcats needed to get into the seventh inning has happened.
Devin Mendez up for Tularosa. Gets a hold of it. Shoots it right down to center field.
Yep.
And that's going to advance the run.
Found the gap and hit it just to the outfield. Yeah, like you said, just got to first base, and now we're back to Salazar, Dylan Salazar, to hit up. He did have a strikeout earlier in the game, and with one out, though.
Swing and a miss on that one. I don't know what he was swinging at. That ball was high and to the outside. It seems like he was really reaching to make contact with that one.
He did like Casey Kasem says, and reached for the stars because he was swinging at the air right there. That one, though, he did not, and that was a called strike. So already in the hole at 0-2. And for the listeners, of course, they know Casey Kasem's always on Cool 95.7. Going to get the strikeout on that one. So, yeah, he did advance the runner to second, but got struck out in the process. That is another K for Blevins as he is reeling them in. Just still, though, he's going to have to pitch one more inning if possible if he wants to go for the complete game.
Aiden Esquero up for the Tularosa Wildcats.
Up high for a ball one on that one. Yeah, he is back to the top of the order right now for Tularosa. That one is delivered to the center right, and he got two players going for it, and it is not caught. Thought it was for a moment, but then to see it rolling on the ground, and that is going to advance another runner to score for Tularosa. Already got two on the board right now with two out. Could have been the third one, and that would have been possible doom for Tularosa. But now they've got it down to 8 runs, which is still not good, but still at least they're in it with the bat. And it looks like that was who played that one for Eunice? Gomez. Looks like that was a possibility, although I did see the 2 cross. So it could have been Gomez. It could have been Dyson Lord. Either way.
Now we got Xavier Chavez up for Tularosa. Settles himself in the batter's box.
Once again, a pick-off, but no, not anywhere close. That's okay. They're getting some extra steals in this game. They just haven't been paying off as much as they'd like to. Although they have had 2 in this inning, so that has helped. They've answered back. They brought it down below 10.
And he's just barely going to make contact with that one. It's going to go to the pitcher, and he's going to run that to first base for an easy out.
Yeah, the ground out will end that inning, but like I said, not before Tularosa is able to get 2 across and continue this game. 12-4 is the score. 8 runs is what Cardinals lead, and it doesn't matter what they do in this one. They just have to maintain and get out of this inning. Once they do, of course, they can get this victory and move on in the playoffs, the 2A playoffs, by the way, for the state. We're back in just a moment right here on Cool 95.7 as you're listening live to Cardinals baseball.
As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans.
95.7 app and Eunice Cardinal Sports on YouTube. And yes, you can also find us on HobbsAmerica.com as we're enjoying some great All-American baseball. And this Cardinals up 12-4 over Tularosa. Now, Eunice was coming in at 6. Tularosa came in at 3, and it looked like it could have been a close game. But if you look at the strength of schedule, you notice that the Cardinals, even though it was negative 5.4, Tularosa had a negative 10. So it looked like their strength of schedule was a little weaker than Eunice's. So you kind of expected a little bit where Eunice would be able to come in and be able to easily get this victory, but didn't expect it this easy, I believe. And Tularosa now pitching, of course, playing defense, as up now for Eunice is once again their first baseman, Jose Costello, as I try to overstate his name. That one is hit deep. Looks like it's going to go over to left, just beyond the shortstop, and it is caught for the first out. And that was Esquero, I believe, if he is still out there anyway, for the first out at the top of the 7th. And it looks like it's going to be Tyson Coy once again for the Cardinals. He chops that one quickly, golf swing, and it's going to get to third and just over his head, actually. So a fair ball as that one drops. Looks like he was having a little trouble with that one as well, trying to locate it. And just missed it was Braden Tortilla. Sorry, let's see. That's Tortolita, yes. As Gomez is up next for the Cardinals. And they continue to do well in these innings. In fact, 2 in the first, 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 3 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth. That's how we've got the 12 runs for the Cardinals. And that was a chopper hit, but it looks like it's going to go foul, and it did. So he's going to have to run all the way back. Both players yesterday in Roswell. They left early for Hobbs. Did a little practicing yesterday in Roswell for this game, and it looks like they did a lot of good practicing because they're playing very, very well. They've made very few mistakes in this game. So once again, a wild pitch, though, and that's going to advance the runner without any problems.
Yeah, that one bouncing off the catcher's foot there and going back, allowing the runner to advance to second.
Yes, indeed. Of course, that is Coy, Tyson Coy, as Gomez is still at bat. Swing and a miss, though. That was a bit more of just trying to get something going. I'm not quite sure exactly where it would have landed, but either way, didn't hit the ball, so no worries. So, unfortunately, though, 1-2 is the count.
And that one low in between the catcher's feet, and he's going to be, and the second base runner is going to be able to sneak over to third.
Yeah, Coy went from first to third off a couple of wild pitches, and so now he's in scoring position. Not that Cardinals really need it, but insurance is always a good thing to have with an 8-run lead, as it is just 1 out.
And he just barely gets a little bit of that ball, able to get it foul and keep it alive.
2-2 is the count right now, and Gomez is just trying to stay alive. Luis Gomez for the Cardinals. And that was delivered high. I think actually got away from his hand. Was not happy as he trotted around and was waiting for the ball. That was the pitcher for the Wildcats, Jacoby.
And that's a strike right down the middle. Well, that's going to send Gomez back to the dugout with the second out for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Gomez just watched it go by, didn't even lift his bat, and that's the second strikeout, I believe, for Jacoby in his relief appearance.
Lewis up the bat for the Cardinals. Gets a hold of a little bit of it, but it bounces going to go foul.
Yeah, didn't have a whole lot of chance of staying fair on that one. So 1-0, and 1 is the count right now.
And that one's going to be way inside around Lewis's knees right there. But he didn't even flinch. I think these Cardinals players are looking to take the hits.
It's possible. On the other hand, though, if they don't try to move anywhere, I have noticed that some umpires will call it out. So that's a gamble that some people like to take. They're told, though, of course, get on base any way you can. That is one way you can do it, is get by hit by pitch. But, of course, if you ask a lot of players, that's not their ideal way to do it.
He kind of reached for that one, was able to make contact, but it's going to ring foul, I think.
Yep, third strikeout as well as third called strike ball, and was not able to run it out to first. So that is the end of that inning, top of the seventh. Cardinals are held scoreless for the second time in this game, but it is an 8-point lead, or an 8-run lead for the Cardinals. As we go to the bottom of the seventh and possibly the end of this game, Tularosa up 3 more times to see if they can get back into it. Of course, we'll be back to it right here on Cool 95.7. See you in a moment.
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
Well, this is it, all for the Marbles, as the Cardinals are leading right now by 8, 12-4. We're going to the bottom of the seventh, and Tularosa has a final opportunity possibly to be able to get back in this game, but they're going to have to be lively against Billy Blevins, who has pitched pretty well. Looks like he's got 6 strikeouts. Last game he had 10, so he's still on a roll. And you know what? It is going to be interesting to see if the Cardinals can can hold off the Wildcats on this rally, because Wildcats definitely want to make sure that they get all the hits they can to continue in this playoff series. Of course, the winner advances, the loser goes home. Jalen right now.
Jalen Randall up for Tularosa. He's already been struck out once by Billy. Billy, I'm sure, is looking to repeat what he did to Jalen in the first inning.
Exactly. That one goes a little high.
Ball 2.
Yep. Pitch 2. As we get into it again, and the team is ready for that delivery.
Swing and a miss on that one by Jalen Randall from Tularosa. That ball was awfully high. I don't know what he was swinging for, but he's able to get a hold of that one. It's going to fire down to center field, but it's going to be easily caught for the out.
Exactly. That was a golf swing that he did on that one. Gomez, though, was able to track it down in center field and make an easy out of it. 1 down, 2 to go for the Cardinal fans, as they are excited to be able to see the 6th-place team advance. And, of course, like I said, we won't know who the winner is until later on this afternoon. Of course, if we do have the game, and it looks like we will, it will be going on tomorrow at 10 o'clock. 9:45 is the pregame, and it looks like it's going to be a good one. Me and TJ Miracle will be bringing you all the action. Of course, one game at a time. We haven't won this one yet. The fat lady hasn't sang as they speak.
And it looks like, there is, they have Tularosa up there when they have Ricky. I think they have a mix-up in the lineup, because right now they're bringing everyone in.
Well, they have the lineup on the Cardinals side, so yes, definitely going to see about that. And I do believe that means if that's the case, it could be an automatic out on it. But it looked like Ricky Bryant was up there for a second, and now he's nowhere to be found. As the umps get together, with 1 out, this could definitely mean something huge. Of course, Tularosa had plenty of opportunities early in this game to be able to get back into it. They just weren't able to. In fact, they've only done it in the 3rd inning with 1. They scored again in the 4th with 1 run. And the 6th, they managed to get 2 to be able to get to the next inning to avoid the mercy rule ending. They're going to be talking to the coach, Tyler Majer, as they're not happy with something from the body language. Can't tell what's going on, can't see because they're facing each other. There's a definite discussion going on. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment right here on Cool 95.7. We'll take a 30.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Back to action. We got the situation stirred up. Nothing happened, though, as far as anybody being out. The first pitch was strike, and that one goes off foul. So already Tortolilla, who is up to bat for Tularosa, is facing an 0-2 count with one out and nobody on. Tularosa is in desperate need to get something going offensively if they want to continue playing this game, bottom of the seventh. And that is going to bounce off the catcher for no problems, but it's going to end up being a ball. So 2-2 is the count right now.
Sounds like Billy was kind of rushing that pitch there on that last one.
Yeah, and sometimes you do. Sometimes you try to see if you can get the batter to flinch or swing or do something. Like that
swing and a miss on that one.
So it did happen up that time. Maybe. Let's see. Actually, I think it would have been, I thought it was a strike, but instead I think it was just a foul. So no count change as we continue with 2-2. As the batter Tortolilla is going to be continuing to try to save off another out. And that one was a swing and miss. No contact whatsoever on that one.
You really tell Billy put a lot behind that pitch on that one, the way he grimaced and pushed that throw forward.
Yeah. And I don't know, I think one of the two players thought it was the third out, but instead it's just the second out.
And Ricky Bryant up to bat for Tularosa now in the correct order.
Right. But now we have a meeting of the minds, as I just want to see if Levens can get one more out. And as we do so, of course, sometimes that usually buys time, but hey, we're bottom of 7-2 outs, so there's not much time to be left to be bought on this one. So looks like they're going to go ahead and continue with Billy. They're congratulating him already, telling him he's done a great job so far, and he has. He's limited this team to 4 runs and could possibly get this one out. In fact, this Eunice Cardinals team has 4 seniors, 6 juniors, 2 sophomores, 4 freshmen, and 3 eighth graders, which is amazing when you think about it. That just means they're getting some really good prep for their future careers, or at least in high school.
Oh, inside
to right field, and that is it for the fly out over to right field. And that is caught, of course, by the Cardinal. And that is going to be Dyson Lord. So Dyson Lord gets the last out as the game is over now. And that is going to do it for the Tularosa Wildcats. Number 3 goes down to number 6 as the Eunice Cardinals end up getting this victory 12-4. We'll talk about that and more in just a moment as we get a 3-minute break. You're listening live on Cool 95.7. Got you also on the Eunice Sports on YouTube. We'll be back in just 3 minutes.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of the Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champion.
And sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy support services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice.
As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans. Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system. As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans.
All right, well, the Cardinals, they continue to play on because they just beat number 3, Tularosa Wildcats, and extended their winning streak, by the way, against them to number 5. So, Cardinals are able to pull up a victory. In fact, it was almost a mercy rule as they had 10 in the top of the 6th, but Tularosa was able to answer back with a couple of them. In fact, here's how the scoring went. Eunice started off strong. They got 2 runs in the first, held Tularosa to nothing. That actually made it a 10-run game. Eunice was not able to hold off Tularosa. They got 2 in the bottom of the 6th. And that's how we ended up with that, because goose eggs in the 7th for both teams. 12-4 is the final score, and Eunice gets to move on. Belvins gets the win on that one, and it was, I wanted to say Kennedy, but it was Daughtry who was unable to get the victory. In fact, got the loss for the Tularosa Wildcats. What do you think about this game? What did you see out there?
Well, I tell you, early on in this ball game, it was all Eunice. The Cardinals took the momentum early on in the ball game and were able to keep it going throughout the rest of it to maintain the lead. And taking a look over at the Tularosa side, it seems that what really was their undoing was the errors. Throwing to the first base, allowing the runners to advance to make some steals and eventually to make a whole score out of it too. Out of those errors, that just came out of throwing to the first base line. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get a few runs on, but it was a little too late, really.
True, that is true, and like you said, unfortunately, sometimes you can play your best, but if you don't play the best as far as not making mistakes, you're just hurting yourself. That's pretty much happened. I think Eunice was going to come out here and win anyway. It just wasn't going to be as dominating as it was. Tularosa had a couple opportunities, they just weren't able to make it. and definitely had a couple of throwing errors and also a couple of catching errors. But Eunice didn't play cleanly either. They did have some mistakes, but the thing is Tularosa wasn't able to take advantage of them, and that's the reason why they're going to be going home after this game. I know both sides were eager to play at the beginning of this game, and they wanted both to win easily. But, you know, of course, when you got two, one of them has to win and one of them has to lose. You can't have ties, and you definitely can't have two teams playing against another one in the next round. So, unfortunately, Tularosa moves on to home, and the Cardinals will be playing tomorrow in this area. About 10 o'clock is what the start time is. I think the weather is going to be a whole lot better than what it is. In fact, right now, I think the sun is starting to come out, which, of course, is perfect timing right after our game is over there. That looks like we're going to have a 10 o'clock start. 9:45 is what we could be, unless the weather just goes ahead and says, you know what, I think we can need a round 2 of rain. And, of course, we're going to be on Cool 95.7. We're going to be on YouTube on the Eunice Sports. And, of course, you can also catch us on Cool 95.7 and the app. And anything else you got to add before?
No, I just got to say it was fun to get out here to brush off the headset. You get back to do some play-by-play. This is actually me coming out of retirement from doing play-by-play, so I enjoyed being out here to be able to meet you and take part in this.
Well, I appreciated it, too. I appreciate everything you did for us. And, by the way, we also appreciate Evie for all the hard work. We had some technical difficulties, but we worked through it. And, you know, there was also some technical issues yesterday on several of the games for the Noalmark Broadcasting Company. But for Noalmark Broadcasting Company, I would like to thank Evie Stuber. I also would like to thank Jimmy and his crew as they have been continuing to cover the Cardinals throughout this season. And we'll be doing it once again tomorrow. Me and TJ will be here 9:45 once again. Set your schedules, and we'll be giving you more Cardinals action. And for me, Ron Gunnard, Les Jones, we'll see you tomorrow right here on Cool 95.7.